Hi, Mark Reedy here. Just wanted to go over a few of the notable recent updates that we've made. The first one is we've improved the fuel log odometer tracking of the state and province begin and end odometer readings so that you can track your odometer readings in a state. And what we've done is we've improved this starting with version 4.6.09 as far as allowing you to put in the total miles and have it automatically calculate the odometer reading. And then again, we fixed an issue with the calculator on December 17th with version 4.6.10. So if we go to fuel log here, and I'm just going to go and show the truck tractor so we can get some fuel data. All right, so you can see here that Wisconsin is selected as the state where the fuel was purchased, and that's for the purposes of the report for showing fuel purchase. I'll show you that real quick. Underneath reports, more reports, go to fuel log, and we go to the report here called all equipment grouped by fuel purchase state/province. So then you can look at all the fuel purchased in any of the states where that drop down is selected. All right, so we'll close that. And so if we double click on this after selecting a state, it will insert the state into the beginning and ending odometer for your state or province. And if you've gone to multiple states and you want to track your in-state driving or in-province driving, and so basically what you would do here is, well, you can see down here we've got total miles is 0. So for example, if I were to change the total miles on this particular entry to 10, and you'll see how it changes the ending odometer reading there to just 10 miles greater than the beginning odometer reading. So then if we went, say, to Illinois, and if I double click in this field here, it grabs the ending odometer reading from the record above it. All right, and then in this one here, instead of adding in the mileage that's on there to this, we know we got 7 miles left down here, so I can just type in a 7, and that adds it into the ending odometer reading, and then now we have a total miles remaining for that particular trip of 0. So now if I close that, it turns that particular drop down green, and that indicates that you have entered beginning and ending odometer readings for one or more states or provinces. And so this one does not have any underlying odometer readings for state or province because it's still white. You could also do the same thing with an entry. Let's go back a little farther here. You can see here we have some entries where we did not select the drop down for where the fuel was purchased, but if you just double click this, you'll see that we've got our beginning and ending odometer for the state that's chosen here, but we don't have a state for where it was purchased because we're not tracking that, or that was never entered in the past. All right, so that being able to track where the fuel was purchased is a new feature. So that wasn't in here before, prior to 4.6.00. And so the next thing we've added is, or improved on, is the ability to delete equipment with large numbers of associated records. That was causing an error in some of the larger databases or maybe over a slower network. And so now if I just click on a piece of equipment here and click on records and then delete equipment, confirm that, say yes, and it deletes, and you can see that it deletes pretty quickly now. And also, if it is a really large database, it's not going to time out or get any kind of a max records lock or anything like that, kind of an error out. I was doing that in the past on some of the larger databases. And the other thing is, on this next item, after you've deleted a piece of equipment, starting with 4.6.09, it selects, when it highlights the record after the deletion, that's the record that shows up down below. In the past, it would have highlighted the record here, but that's not what was showing down below, so you would have had to select, actually click on it to select it to show that record down below in the tabs. And then the next thing is we fixed the ability to enter 0 as a sales tax percentage in a work order after some other number was used. So if we go here to work orders and we look at the sales tax percentage here, in the past, if we can see how it's a 5 now. If I had changed this to 0 and clicked on update, it would go back to 5. Now it's telling me I can override the default tax percentage and use a 0. So I click on that, and now I can use a 0. The workaround before that in the past was to type in 0.00001, and then basically that is going to end up being the same as 0, and you're going to have a total number over here of 0. But now we've fixed it so that it will accept 0 in there. All right, and then the next thing is we fixed the ability to change the equipment number on a work order when opened from the work orders list screen. So if you click on Forms and then Work Orders List, you can see all your work orders listed here, and you can sort by any of these columns. And so, for example, if I wanted to change this work order here, 645, and it was actually a work order that was completed, but it was actually not done on unit number 006, it was done on unit number 010, I could change that from the all work orders list by double clicking to open the work order, and now I can see the work order, and now I want to change the work order of the equipment number to 010, and then just save and close. It's going to ask me if I want to change the equipment number for this work order. I'm going to say yes. And now we'll look for a work order number 645, which is the work order that it was, right here, and you can see its equipment number has been changed to 010. All right, and then finally, we've updated the Update Odometer and Hours screen to allow for all 4 columns with a backdate on the same row. So we had an issue where if you had the Update Odometer and Hours here and you wanted to enter in your hours and odometer all on the same line, looks like 200 there, and we wanted to backdate it, like say this is 12/8, and then we tabbed out of that, it would delete the number on this side. Or it could be if you were to backdate this one, it would delete the number on this side, and you could only seem to get one in if you were backdating stuff. If you use the current date and went all the way across, it would allow it. But now it allows it even when you're backdating. So those are a few of the items that we've updated recently, and hopefully that's helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care.